And Asia was asking what's the difference between support, resistance, structure long, and the short. Uh, that's a very good question. Any point on the chart, issue, Ushu, whatever your name is support and resistance. That's why people don't know. I mean, the guys that tells you I trade support and resistance, he just doesn't know what he's talking about. Because any price point on the chart, every single one of these could be considered support and resistance because this is where the market stops and it changes direction. And when you buy one and sell the other without knowing which is which, you'll only be lucky when you're making money. Okay, but most of the time you would be losing money. So a structure point is part of what we call the chart is being structured. A significant point, we have a structure point, significant point, a flipping point, a turning point. These are all major formations based upon what we see on the chart and what people do. It's more related to the performance of people, how they behave at or around these points, where it gives that point a credibility or value. And basically the behavior of the traders at or around these points is the key, one of the primary ways we use to differentiate between one point and the other and give them value. So if I have a lot of serious buying and stuff like that at a point, then this is now becomes a significant point. If it has also falls with the structure, then it's a structure point. Again, this is more again for what we teach in the course. It's beyond the 2-hour scope, but at least you have a general idea now. So let's go and do the euro yen. And from last week, this was a brilliant trade from last week. We were going long at 63, 115.63. And it was also a structure point. So it was a very powerful buy, and it was also our stop. And then we had a selling point. So this means if you look at the chart of what happened last week, again, this is what you are going to see. Right now, this is your 115.63. That was our buying point and structure point from last week. You had the explosive move. You took it from 115.60 all the way up to 116.60. You took 100 pip trade move up on that trade. Now, the following day, once we transition from one structure point to the other, they reverse roles. So you guys know that automatically you're going to go short now at below 115.63. So you had 100 pips on the way up, and then you took it from 115.63 short, and that's how we trade. So I'm not, you know exactly, that's why we, and you took it all the way to the other structure point, which is the 113.63. That is, these are, we have two structure points, 113.60 and the 113.39. Anyway, this is now the structure point, and the yen pairs work beautifully, as you've seen, between the structure points. So therefore we had two lovely trades, a long one above the 115.63 and then a reversal short. You took it 115.63 to 113.60, about 200 pips on the short side. So the euro yen gave us two trades last week amounting to about 300 pips. Now take a look over here. You had a failure from a structure point, and then you traveled to the next structural point, and now you have a failure to break to the downside. And on Friday we had this kind of accumulation or holding as an inside day for that. And this again is the beginning of the indications, like I said to you, that the euro could be on the beginning of a move to the upside. Therefore, we have quite an easy trade in the euro yen. We closed the week at 114.48. We traded all the way to 113.60, and we held based upon my structure point. So we have no reason to short it unless it trades below 113.60, our structure point. So this is going to be our selling point and our structural short. And on the buy side, well, this is a 0 day. Friday was an inside day, a 0 day. It is a day where the market did not make a decision either way, especially when it flipped on either side of two structure points. So I need a little bit of clarity which way it is going to go before I waste my time or waste my money or energy. So the way to do that is this, and we have a very nice, brilliant setup again. It's such a magnificent chart in front of you. It's brilliant when you look at those little points that the price tells us and we identify them. It makes our trading so simple. Look where we closed at 48. Look at the 2 days low is 114.54. Only 6 pips away. 6 pips away. So if it goes up 10 pips, I have a buy signal. If it comes down and trades below the 113.60, I have my sell signal, and my structure long is still the same, the 115.63. Okay, so let's make sure that we have these things look the same on the intraday chart. This is our 113.60, so this is where we are going only to go short, because as you see it has been moving up noisily moving up, because I told you Friday was a nothing day. This is what a nothing day looks, and this is when it's a nothing day, this is where you do not want to do anything, because they are going to tear you apart, or take away your money. Let's put it, take away your money. So when you have a nothing day like this and a noisy day, you don't want to be in the middle of it, because what nothing has changed. So you throw yourself in the midst of this, you can't expect a different result. So you are going, when it cleans out, you're going to sell it. So this is where you're going to go short. Okay, and as I said to you, our buying point is the 2 days low, which is about 54 or 60, which should be around there. So on the safe side, I have a momentum high of 114.74. So I think that would be a more decent buy for us, a more safer buy, because at least I know it has cleared this noise. Okay, I wanted to clear this noise. So with that said, my buying point for the euro yen, my long point, is going to be 114.74. My structure long is still the same, 115.63. My structure short is still the same, 113.60. Okay, my short point is 113.60, and my short stop is the easy one, 113.60. Okay, and My structure long is 130. So if I buy it at 114.70, where will I place my stop? If I buy it right there, I would place my stop right here below the final move to the downside, which would be 114.30. So I'm risking about 40 pips on that trade. Okay, so to wrap this baby up, we're going to buy the euro yen above 114.74, and if I do, I have a next level structure to the upside of 115.60, and if I do buy it at 74, my stop is at 114.30, i.e. I am risking about 40 pips on that trade. On the short side, this is my short entry is 113.60. It is the same as my structure short, and it is the same as my stop, so I'm not going to give it too much room. Okay, yeah, the room is okay, Steve. All right, so this is the euro yen. Let me say that anybody has any questions,